I did not expect our travels to linger so long, Captain. I kept thinking I would leave at the next port, but I appreciate the trust you've shown me. And more often than not, I admire your decisions. You can be far more ruthless than your reputation suggests.
Guess where I picked that up?
I did not expect us to find so much common ground.
My search for allies in Debrillion's aristocracy has been interesting. Got an offer from a lesser baron. What a piece of work. Guy must think I'm an idiot. Took 2 minutes to verify he's a spy for the king. He was baiting me into a trap.
Glad you caught wise before it went any further. I'm in no mood for another Tatooine.
Look on the bright side. At this rate, the king will run out of assassins within the year. I sent the spy a phony meeting request from Nar Shaddaa. He's sending friends to help me. They're in for a surprise. Couple of Hutts owe me a favor. They promised to record the whole thing. I'll send the king a copy. Never thought I'd say this, but you're my favorite partner in crime. You make beating the odds look easy, Captain.
It would look even easier if I wasn't saving your neck all the time.
Oh, I'm your handicap? I don't think so. I've definitely learned a few dirty tricks from watching you work. Think I might have found a few of my own. We'll find out at our next death-defying showdown. I can't wait.
Welcome back, Captain. Senator Dodada's already called to rave about how you just saved her life. Meaning the whole Republic's backing you when you finally take down Rogan. Not bad for somebody from the wrong side of the hyperlane.
Did you find out what those beasts were that attacked her?
Let me get the Senator on the link. She's going to want to hear what I found.
What is it? And talk quickly. I got pulled out of a vote for this.
Creatures Rogan sent at you seem to be cybernetically modified versions of native Vossian wildlife.
Voss?
As far as I know, no native animal has ever been legally exported off Voss.
It's time to track down who's been playing zookeeper for Rogan.
Voss is a strange place, newly discovered, very isolationist. I'll pull some strings and get you a landing permit, but it'll take a while.
We shouldn't wait. Rogan's finally vulnerable, and the Captain's gained quite a reputation recently. If anyone's going to step into Rogan's shoes, Captain, this is the time, and yours are the lovely feet.
What are Rogan's weaknesses?
Unfortunately, the only one who knew all of Rogan's secrets was his mentor, Ivory. And he disappeared years ago.
That's not entirely true. Rogan's predecessor was arrested by the Republic. To my knowledge, he's still incarcerated in a top-secret facility on Belsavis. This is highly restricted knowledge. Even within the Senate, not everyone knows of Belsavis. You must not repeat any part of this.
Isn't that more the Empire sort of thing?
It's hard to be the good guy. If you don't kill offenders outright, you need a place to put them. It may take months to get the permits for Voss. Belsavis will be easier.
Ivory and Rogan were like father and son. If you can find him, you'll know Rogan's hideouts, stashes, things we'd never find ourselves.
This is a man who used to sell children to the Hutts for gladiatorial games. The Republic will insist on tight restrictions for dealing with him. But it's worth it. If you're going to war with Rogan, Belsavis will be your first battleground. I'll get the permits in order.
Rogan has no idea who's coming after him.
Captain, I hope you took precautions not to be followed. I must remind you the very existence of our prison on Belsavis is top secret. Before you go further, you must swear to reveal nothing.
It's not like anyone listens to me anyway.
I'm serious. Our security is already compromised by the Empire. We can't risk word getting to the underworld. A few days ago, our prison here was breached. An Imperial airstrike, apparently coordinated with a massive prison break within. The planet is in chaos. Shock troops are arriving daily to contain it.
How did the Imperials find it?
We don't know. Help the Republic if you can, but getting Rogan's location from Ivory must remain your first priority. I can only authorize you to offer him certain deals. We cannot mitigate Ivory's sentence. If he cooperates, he can have 3 hours a day in the exercise yards. No company, no sharp objects. A bath once a week, private except for guard droids. If his information leads to Rogan the Butcher's arrest, he gets a single monitored holocall of his choosing.
I wasn't planning on offering gifts.
Rogan the Butcher was Ivory's protege. If Ivory doesn't give him up, you have permission to be coercive. I've made arrangements with Marshal Cavarat at the Republic base. She'll be able to help you with anything you need.
You're wasting my time. We're in a crisis. There are over 10,000 prisoners running loose. Most of the wardens are dead. Senator Dodonna is seriously overstepping herself if she thinks I'm gonna drop that to help you offer some madman an extra bedtime story.
That's a tough break. I'm sorry.
Yeah, look, I know you've just got a job to do. I'll give you what the senator asked, but I can't go on the line for you. Whatever your guy did to land on Belsavis is reason enough to lock him up and wipe the key code. Prisoner number 91403, cell block 923A. This code will get you in his cell. Beyond that, I'm not interested.
Look, I'm not here to make things difficult.
Yeah, I get it. But when someone with your pool comes down, I'd rather see you working to make things right. The cells you're looking for were damaged in the strike. We're spread too thin to retake everything, so we threw that lot to the mob. Some prison gang took over, shut down all access.
So you picked a cell block holding one of the most brutal gangsters in history?
It's Belsavis. That's just the baseline. Look, you want to figure out which gang claims what and how hard they'll fight you for it? You gotta ask someone on the inside, same as us. Talk to Amikab. He's our best snitch. We've got him set up in the minimum security yard. Now I've got real work to do.
I need to find a way into cell block 923A.
Chochinwampa la hagwajikuska, hompasa topiska, bachipakulia grancha. Chipokma utangisa, choboba if kaftu anjala.
I'm on the guard side this time. What kind of perks are you looking for?
Tuka puka fukrida, vota mikrita, chai chai. Tubatulia musta, mo grande tempo dumuki tonka.
What kind of surprises can I expect if we go head to head?
Wafuma do bota donwi wanki wakoba yakaloka. Gava tuta omiska, gava des wamata. Nira disa slemo crispa, tokanki kon kikopa.
Anything else about this place I should know?
Nagoliji watahompa, mulira watawampa. Tubatulia musta, mo grande tempo dumuki tonka. Jeska koliraka kanchanga, bomba kumchinka. Jiska gava koyota, tu banda bakawanki.
Saw that the door was opened. Your man Ivory, is he there? You reach him in time?
What happened to I've got real work?
I've got alerts in every ward. There's a new breakout, supermax cells across the planet. Places that weren't touched by the strike. Turns out everyone was part of Ivory's syndicate. He's gathering his people, Captain. And the worst part is, they're not going for the surface. They're heading further in, to the heart of Belsavis.
Don't start acting like we're partners until you apologize for the attitude.
Look, I know there's secrets down in those vaults way above my clearance. Secrets important enough for the Republic to spend billions to hide, and dangerous enough that they keep us marshals up here and send Spec Force to the vaults. And Ivory is the last man who should get his hands on whatever they're protecting.
So what exactly is in these vaults?
Gossip says there's aliens down there no one's ever seen, and they're fighting to get out. If that question means you're willing to take point on hunting Ivory, thank you. I had no one left to ask. Search Ivory's cell for any clues where he might have gone, and call me if you find anything.
Why can't things be easy? Just once. Okay.
Hang tight. I'm trying to get a fix on your location. I'm just gonna zoom in. Look how smooth that stone is. That's not new work. Ivory could have been loose in the wards for years.
So, prison management maybe isn't the Republic's strong suit?
Locking our worst offenders together in a place we don't even understand? Only a bunch of senators sitting safe on Coruscant could have thought that up. I do have good news. We've still got one of Ivory's collaborators in custody. Number 91406, female Ratataki. Name, Shraja. She's part of a classified prisoner rehabilitation program not far from here. I suggest you find out what she knows before Ivory makes her disappear. Call me.
Walls cannot hold me. I will join him. He calls me. Are you his? Do you come to cut these chains?
Where is Ivory? What's his plan?
Gone! If Ivory left me, I am dead. He lives. He will leave this world. No one can stop him. He will rule the stars. I should be with him. The cells, they open. The team is complete.
This is a restricted area. Step away from the prisoner.
Stop waving that thing around, unless you want me to be short in arm.
You are right. Positive ID on the captain. Experiment Chamber 21. I'll hold her.
This is no man of the Republic.
يشب عافية عنك زيتنش جيو دريك الدشير دوريكي فيكي قطنجة.
You're one of Rogan's? I thought only Republic bigwigs knew about this place.
ماروك ياردشت معتكيش كيري جاميش نجيب بالبا بيبين سلطانيك كيف نريد نعمل كمبيات جوهر ملان مرقمك نجي يشتربي قراقي وريد يشتكي عن بعض.
Sraja wouldn't talk, but I've got a list of what looks like cell blocks and numbers from one of Rogan's allies.
Send me a transmission. I'll run a cross-check on the locations. Did you find anything else?
One of your uniformed officers is working with Ivory.
What? Give me his name and badge number. Never mind. He's dead, isn't he? Since the breakout, I've suspected there's a few bad eggs. I'll look into it.
If these guards knew they would be killed for their treason, fewer would try it.
Alright, I'm getting the results. Looks like your list is just the cells Ivory's collaborators already cracked. Wait, no. There's one that's still unbreached. Maximum Security Ward Cell Block 2018.
Another of Ivory's collaborators?
No known ties, but he's a monster all on his own. Gendai, Force user, Spice addict. Records say he killed Jedi during his arrest. See if you can get to him before Ivory does. Find out how he ties into the plan, and call me when you're done.
Steady and calm, we've no need to draw attention. The one the Republic sent is already here.
I could use a man with your experience. Join my crew, and I'll get you off this rock.
You offer mere words against what I have held in my hands. The Republic cannot stop me. They hide behind sealed doors and force fields while I explore the treasures of this world. They cannot even track their prisoners while I have mastered the secrets of a race that once ruled this galaxy.
What ancient race? You're talking nonsense.
You think to draw out my secrets with simple taunts? Shall I strive to impress you? The Empire only found this forgotten world when I called them on the transmitter abandoned millennia ago by the creators of Belsavis.
If the Empire had known of Belsavis sooner, they would not have waited.
Squag, Buzz, take care of this distraction. Meet us later at the ship.
You should take that comedy act on tour.
Jatanin chista luka. Ubaziki danti ruha.
I think you're celebrating a little early.
Antahumpa. Muri rava fupa chipampa wula. Varganunua. Utatyacha nichu. Kuya maya stupa.
Captain, thank goodness you called. The warden droids are going crazy. They're reporting life signs and breaches in the innermost defenses. Our troops in the area are under heavy fire from an unknown species. They can't respond.
Ivory says it was part of some ancient empire?
If Ivory's been in the vaults, he knows more than I do. I can't do anything here if the Republic doesn't trust me. I pulled some files above my clearance, searching for the breach. What I saw, I don't think we were the first ones on this planet.
If you know something that could save my life, or just spare me some pain, because I don't like pain, you better start talking.
All I know is that the breach is at Vault 806, a vault that predates the Republic's landfall. It's marked top secret, never to be opened, off limits even to military researchers. If you think Ivory's going there, you better follow, fast.
Didn't I kill you?
Zekiesnime, tak wyliśniać na bastiaten. Albin farfutorkesni. Zlikniesz dziur druiki da ścirbuliki, fifi pandia. Marug jaldest mahtelkiski jamisten jibbolba.
Help me take down Rogan, starting with his bloodhounds here.
You've proved there's more to you than the flash of a blaster. I'm listening.
Adufer, ila Hawke argest jesmi bernitik moronafne.
Yes. Every minute I live, Rogan courts his death. What deal do you offer?
If you want my help, you'd better know more than Rogan's favorite beer.
Rogan drinks brandy. Luranian.
We're wasting our time.
And he has a safe house on Tatooine, along with at least 12 other planets I know of. This vault holds an escape vessel, abandoned here by the race who built this planet. It is the only way off without Republic aid. Let us be partners. Help me launch the craft and defeat this rabble, and together we can reclaim what Rogan stole from me. Enough. The Republic has taken much from me. It's time to hand off the crown. Let me serve you. Together we can destroy Rogan and retake my empire in your name. With your skills and the knowledge of my years, no one will stand against us.
You stay on my ship, you do what I tell you, and you don't leave my sight.
Exactly the terms I would set. The sun has set on my prime, I see that. It will take more to reclaim my empire than to fool these imbeciles. What would you have me do?
You still got any contacts on the outside? Let's get the band back together.
Once we're off Belsavis, I can see who's still active. I'll put together a list of all of my and Rogan's former safe houses. He was never one to change a routine once it worked.
A wise plan. Shall I contact the ship to pick him up?
That seems a far safer way to travel than unearthing a wreck that's been on ice for 5,000 years.
What are you doing here? Where's Ivory? I just got a call from Commander Skylist. His troops saw an unauthorized ship approaching Vault 806. By the time they got there, the place was empty.
I'm taking him off-world. He's not your problem anymore.
Ivory is a habitual offender, guilty of racketeering, murder, torture, in nearly every Republic protectorate. He's serving a life sentence on Belsavis, and anyone who aids his crime is warranted for arrest as well. Give me one good reason not to cuff you right here.
You can't possibly lock down every criminal, so I took one of the big ones off your plate.
Don't do me any more favors, Captain. I suggest you get the next shuttle off, and don't show your face on Belsavis again. Unless you're ready to be deloused and booked.
Captain, I just got a less than glowing report from Marshal Cavarot. What kind of mess did you get into down there?
And more importantly, did you get anything from Ivory? I've outed half a dozen of Rogan's assassins on Port Nowhere. He's really gunning for us.
Turns out Rogan's the one who put Ivory behind bars. We're working together to get his revenge.
I told you, the Republic only authorized...
Oh, drop the act. You want Rogan as much as I do. Send over whatever Ivory gave you. I'll see if I recognize anything. Nothing's ringing any bells. I'll dig a little further.
In the meantime, Captain, I'll work on those permits you'll need to land on Voss. I haven't slept a night since those awful beasts attacked.
Uh-oh, Captain. Better get off the line. We've got a distress call coming.
Yeah? What's your distress? Talk to me.
How refreshing. The whole "I'm honored to serve you, revered master" does get tiresome. Master Sumali, I've been following your career. I hear you have a special interest in the Void Wolf.
I've got a bad track record with false Jedi.
I told you I was sorry. What do you want, flowers?
Then it's good you're traveling with someone who can vouch for me. Ironic as that may be.
Nice to see you again, Sumali. Just don't expect me to call you Master.
Sounds like there's a story here.
Not one you're going to hear. She is who she says. Let's leave it at that.
We're not born to the robes, Captain. The Force sometimes picks unlikely candidates. Risha, do you remember Shar's Kartur?
What did they used to call us? The Triple Threat? Didn't she join the SIS?
One of their top agents. When you took out the White Maw's cloaking abilities on Hoth, it drew the Void Wolf's attention. He went there, and Shar's followed.
Alone? Is she crazy?
The Republic sent an entire platoon of troopers to escort her. The Void Wolf's assassins killed them all. She's alive, but trapped on Hoth.
Is there a special guilt power in the Force? Jedi always make me feel like I'm talking to my mom.
Ah, the sign of a heavy conscience.
When I got Sharis's distress call, she had taken refuge in one of the Void Wolf's private vaults. Go quickly if you can. I fear you're Sharis's last hope.
Shh, keep it down. Close the door. I figured this was the last place the Void Wolf's bloodhounds would go digging, but it won't be long.
Master Sumali called this the Void Wolf's private vault?
Mostly cleaned out, but I was hoping I could learn something about his plans. And yes, help yourself. The Void Wolf's been recruiting. He's courting Hutts, the White Maw, hitmen for hire, anyone who won't pledge loyalty.
goes to hard vacuum. And he's got enough spies in our space station that my cover was blown the minute I landed. What do you think? Is there a way you can smuggle me up without any of his people or our people catching wise?
As it happens, smuggling's my specialty.
Good, because there's as many loyal guards up there as spies. I need to get past them, not through them, if you know what I mean. I was going to hide in there. It's an automated cargo shuttle full of everything here the Void Wolf thought worth keeping. Go to the space station and get security to let us through, and you're welcome to keep everything in it. I trust you can come up with a story to explain why you're shipping Imperial droids off Hoth.
Stop it right there. I'm going to need your ID, your papers, and a blasted good reason why you're flying in and out of a war zone for kicks.
How about I add a bit to your salary, just for looking the other way?
Now you're sounding reasonable. It's a tough job working customs. Almost makes you want to ask a special fine of those who don't show the respect. You're clear to go, ma'am. Long live the Republic.
Neatly done. I'll reimburse you the bribe, of course.
You're ruining my selfless gesture, which I'm okay with.
I can take it from here. I've got my own ship stashed a few hangars down. Thanks for the help. You're welcome to any of the salvage in the shuttle. Some of it might fetch a good price. And I'll make sure you get anything I learn about the Void Wolf.
Mission accomplished. Sheris is safe.
I admit, I was wondering what to think of Senator Dodonna's pet project. But you saved a life here, and aided the war. I can say nothing but thank you.
Not, but I have another job for you? 'Cause I get that a lot.
Nothing now. Although I'll keep the offer in mind. Perhaps we'll catch up again sometime, Risha.
Not sure my current occupation will bring me anywhere near the Jedi Temple, but maybe.
I hope this war ends swiftly enough that I will not have cause to call on you again.
Set course for Voss then, Captain? The permits from Dodonna just came through. If it gets me closer to Rogan's head on a plate, Voss it is. I took the liberty of looking into the place. Weird planet. Just made contact with the rest of the galaxy after a Sith ship crashed there. Apparently the whole planet's on the leash to some cult of Force users. Empire and Republic are both playing along. This'll be one to wear your best shirt. And remember to say, please. You probably think I'm chasing Debrillion's throne to get rich, don't you? Your motives are your business. I don't judge. All my father cared about was revenge. That isn't me. I've seen what bad leadership does to a place. Alderaan, Nar Shaddaa, even Coruscant. They all suffer because of who's in power. I'm not looking to plunder Debrillion. I want to make it better. Run their society the right way. I knew that mercenary attitude was a lie. You're a bleeding heart do-gooder. Admit it. Don't be ridiculous. I'm talking about political survival. Every successful leader has the same strength. They're perceived as generous by their subjects. Give the people just enough of what they want, and they'll leave you alone. That's something the King of Dubrillion doesn't understand. For a second, I thought I was seeing a whole new side of you. False alarm. I'm just saying what everyone else is thinking. Nothing wrong with that. I can make this work. It's all about negotiation, and I'm good at that. I'm just thinking out loud now. We should get back to business.
I gotta ask you, Captain. Why are you doing this? Before Dodonna, you've had no ties to the Republic. There's gotta be places you could make credits without taking Imperial fire. So why do we keep heading straight into the war zones?
Just because I don't always pay taxes doesn't mean I don't appreciate the Republic.
Republic's far from perfect, but at least they're trying. When I came home from the brigade with Torchy, my old man told me something that's always stuck with me. Minute you fire a weapon, someone's getting hurt. It's your responsibility to make sure the good you do with it outweighs that harm.
When a firefight goes down, who's got time to do that much thinking?
I try to. Before Skavik took Torchy, I made sure she only fired against separatists. Figured everyone I took down was one less family murdered. Sergeant Boom Boom, I like to use against the Empire. Buy a Republic world another day of peace. Makes pulling the trigger that much more meaningful, you know?
Are there things you regret, Captain? It is not an emotion I was raised to feel. We act, and we face the consequences with courage. But it is far easier to discipline my body than my mind.
Do you want to talk about it?
I should have been with my clan when the Empire came for them. I'd left to join another clan, to follow a lover. At the moment they were betrayed, I knew nothing.
I never imagined you as a lover.
Am I not a woman grown? Do you think Mandalorians have no gift for the gentler arts? His name was Zodic Lone. When we learned the Empire had betrayed my clan, I told Zodic to rally his people to defend them. The cowards buried their ears. They would not come to the aid of a fellow clan. I left that day.
I thought that story would end with, so I tore them limb from limb and used their corpses as jet fuel.
Their cowardice did not kill my clan. Let them live with their guilt. It is the Empire that must pay.
So, what was it like, Nocdrayan? I'd been asking Risha, but she gets all weird and prickly about it. She actually walked out when I said that it'd make a better story if you turned out to be Nocdrayan's long-lost daughter or something. Even Rogan was impressed when he heard you dug up the old man's treasures.
I don't like to brag, but... Oh, who am I kidding? I love to brag.
That's why everyone's heard of you, right? How does someone become the most famous spacer in the galaxy anyway? Did you always know this was what you wanted to do? I like to imagine your parents programmed janitorial droids, and this was your way out of the family business.
Can't ask for better, kid. Complete strangers give you credits to have the time of your life.
I wish my old Jedi Master could meet you. He'd have a harder time selling the whole deprivation is the key to happiness thing.